What's up, YouTube, man? I'm back with another video, back with another upload, and today I want to talk about accepting and allowing. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because at work I had a moment where I had to accept myself and I had to allow myself to feel a certain type of emotion with there we go again, there go my ADHD, with what I was facing in my life. It's like things of my past come up and it's times where I don't acknowledge it. But you got to start acknowledging yourself, and you got to start accepting and allowing the things that happen in your life, and allow yourself to feel the emotions of that you never allowed yourself to feel. And I discovered that I don't know why it happened, but I know God was working today at work. I'm talking about in the middle of work. It just happened. I just had a light bulb moment, and I just had a moment of reflection with myself. And I felt so much relief when I started to acknowledge and just accept myself. Because at the end of the day, like I said, we don't allow ourselves to acknowledge ourselves and accept the things that have happened in our life. It's like we try to ignore it. We try to brush it off. We try to act like we don't care about it. But at the end of the day, we be caring about it so much, and it just built up inside of us. And we know that we care. We know that we care. But in these days and ages, everybody want to be so nonchalant. And there's nothing wrong with being nonchalant. It's a mixture of being nonchalant and also allowing yourself to feel your emotions, being vulnerable. It's like we don't be vulnerable to ourselves, and we wonder why the world never allows us to be vulnerable to them, because we never vulnerable to ourselves. We're never honest with ourselves. We always put on a mask when we are with ourselves. And it might not feel like it. It might feel like you being yourself, but you're really truly not being yourself. Because once you discover the things and acknowledge the things that come up and the emotions that come up with yourself, it's like a different feeling. It's like a feeling of relief. It's like a feeling of peace. It's like, damn, I really allowed myself to feel this. It's because your inner child, you never allowed your inner child to really feel the emotions that it wanted to feel. You never allowed and accepted your inner self. And this is the season where you need to allow and just accept yourself. The season where you just need to sit back and really focus on what's going on within. Focus on what keeps coming up, what emotions keep coming up. Learning and discovering more about yourself. We never learn and discover more about ourselves, but we always want to learn and discover more about the world. But why can't we have that same intensity towards ourselves? And I'm not saying it in a narcissistic way, but you got to focus on yourself nowadays. Basically, everybody is focusing on themselves nowadays. So you got to make sure your energy is right. Especially when you step out the house, you want to have great energy so you can acknowledge and be aware of what's going on around you, what triggers you. It's like you got to be in this observer state, not so much of in a reaction state, because we was programmed to be into a reaction state, to react to everything that happens in our life. And it's not, at the end of the day, we have to take accountability, but it's not always your fault. It's because you was taught this as a kid. You was probably taught certain ways to deal with emotions, or nobody really ever taught you how to deal with your emotions. Nobody really ever taught you how to just sit with yourself and acknowledge yourself. Everybody always try to find a solution to get rid of their emotions, to get rid of their ego, to be free, to not have problems, to be nonchalant, to not give a fuck. We live in a society where everybody believes they don't give a fuck. But the people that believe that they don't give a fuck the most be the ones that give the fuck the most. To be honest, I'm just being real. The people that you think don't give a fuck, that look like they don't give a fuck, they be having so much problems going on within. They be feeling that shit. But it's like we always try to push it to the side. We always try to be this big macho. We always don't have to be this big macho. We can allow ourselves to be vulnerable. If we feel sad, then be sad. If you feel mad, then be mad. If you feel anxious and nervous, allow yourself to feel anxious and nervous. Because maybe you need to feel these emotions in order to transmute them into something better, in order to acknowledge it and to tell yourself a different story of what's going on. Because it's just really your body in survival mode. But you don't want to live in survival mode no more. You want to live in a mode where you programming your own mind. You want to live in creator mode. You want to go back to your default state. Our default state is peace, love, happiness, abundance, joy. That is our default state. See, the world tells us that we need to find these things in the world, but you don't need to find none of this shit. It's all within you. You have it right here within you. It's within your heart. Your heart is so powerful because that's where everything is. That's how you talk to God, through your heart, your emotions. You talk to God like that. And at the end of the day, you need to understand what's going on within your heart, what's going on within your mind and your heart. And we don't do that enough. And it's okay. You don't have to get on yourself for not being able to understand yourself, because we're not going to always understand everything in this life. But God will allow us to understand enough to keep going, to keep pursuing, to keep wanting to elevate, to keep wanting to find God, to keep wanting more of God. I'm not going to say find God, because God is always with us. To keep wanting more of God. It's like we have to go through this suffering in this life to discover more of ourselves. It's just how it is. It's a balance system. It's balance. We have to go through things in order to learn about ourselves for real. And that's, I don't know why it's like that, but that's just how the universe is. It's always going to be a balance. And God always will allow you to go through things in order to learn things so you can come out way better, 10 times stronger, 10 times mentally stronger, 10 times on point, 10 times more aware of your situation. And see, we look at the bad times, we look at our bad emotions as something that we shouldn't allow ourselves to feel. We feel like if we allow ourselves to feel like this, that is how our reality is going to carry out. But you got to understand that you're going to experience any type of thing in this reality because you have access to all. With God, you have access to all reality. So you're going to experience anything and any emotion in this reality. So you need to give up the narrative of not trying to feel these negative emotions so you won't experience negative events, so you won't experience bad things. You will experience the good and ugly of life. You will have your great moments and you will have your down bad moments. It's just normal. So you need to accept it. You need to accept being able to feel sad, mad, angry, but don't dwell in it. The thing is, when we start feeling these emotions, we dwell in it. We dwell in it. We want to feel like this forever, and I don't know why we dwell in it. But you got to understand that you don't have to dwell in it. You can allow yourself to feel it, but it will also pass. God will make sure it passes. Life will make sure it passes because life keeps going on. And you're going to overcome all these things that you're going through. You will. You have no choice. You will. Life is always working in your favor. God is always working in your favor. Life is always tuning you to the highest version of you. You are always experiencing events that's helping you become your higher self, the highest version of you. And you look at celebrities, even them, they still learning things while they're rich. They're still learning things. It's millionaires out here still learning about themselves. It's millionaires out here that don't even understand themselves. But guess what? Like I said, life will always allow you to discover yourself. God will always allow you to discover yourself. Once you accept yourself, you will always discover more of yourself. So you need to start acknowledging and accepting yourself. Acknowledge and accept yourself. It's okay. When you feel bad, when you're going through tough times, apologize to yourself. Tell yourself it's okay. Tell yourself, I'm sorry that I didn't allow you to feel these emotions before. And I'm going to allow myself to feel these emotions right now. Because I deserve to feel these emotions. I deserve to allow myself to feel this. I am a human. You are a human. We are all humans. Yes, we are physical expressions of God, but we are all humans in this 3D realm. We will feel all type of emotions. And the thing is, you need to stop associating certain type of emotions to be bad in your reality, because the more you associate that with that, that's what you will experience. It's all about your perspective. It's all about your perspective. But that's what I wanted to talk about today, man. I hope y'all having a blessed day, blessed night. Drink y'all water, staying safe, staying hydrated, yada, yada. Give me a fist bump. I see y'all in the next video. Peace out.